Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Elsie Cook. Welcome to my YouTube channel on Mission with Elsie. Today I want to share with you of the things that I do outside of preaching, teaching, discipling. And these are things that helps me relax. These are things that help me enjoy the creative process. I like expressing myself through arts and craft. And one of the things that I do is crocheting. Like this last Mother's Day, I made some tulips. Here are some examples. These are the tulips that I made. I made several of them, actually made a bouquet for my mother-in-law. I also saw a vest at Forever 21 and I look at it and I was like, I think I can make that. And so I did. I ventured into a project. I started working on it last week in between grading papers and cooking and doing work. I crocheted a vest. So the entire video is just some clips of how I did it and the finished product and me modeling it towards the end. It's not a step-by-step video because honestly, there's so many tutorials online. And so if you want to know how to use to make granny squares, you can just Google search it on YouTube and say granny squares, how to make granny squares. If you want to know how to make ribbing, just type ribbing and it will show you the many ways to make ribbing. Now, you have to know how to sew. Like for me, I combined my crocheting and sewing skills and a little bit of designing. And you will find that out later. So I hope that you enjoy this, especially if you're single and you're not dating. It's very important for you to find a hobby and to express yourself through the arts. One of the ways that we can express our sexuality is actually through our creativity. Find ways to channel your creative energy so that you don't end up doing things that are not in line with God's word. Do some creative things. Learn to crochet, learn to cook. I love to cook. You know what I like about cooking? It's because I always end up creating my own recipe. I like the creative process. And of course, developing friendships with people, having meaningful relationships, healthy relationships with people is another way that you can also nurture your sexuality. God bless you. Enjoy this video. Since yesterday, I decided to do this project, which is a top. I finished doing the backside. Here it is. Here's the back side. There you go. And today I'm doing the ribbing. This will go at the bottom, like on the waistline part. And how I did the back side is I use a vest that I already own. I use it as a pattern. So I based the size on this. No, I still have to do the border. Tomorrow I'm going to do the front. The front will be made of granny square. So here's an update. So I did granny squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 granny squares at the bottom, but towards the corner, I have to shape it like that and skip some of the stitches to create that shape for the armhole. And so there's 4 granny squares. I just picked random colors really. But I think it's coming out fine. And then have there, and then you notice the middle row, you have 3 granny squares, but the middle row, I shaped it into a V to make the neckline. And then after I made the granny square, I attach it. I Googled search online how to connect granny squares because I actually didn't know how. So as you can see, there's still loose threads that I need to sew in. So you saw the ribbing is now attached at the hem. But now I have to work on customized granny squares that will go to in this shape and then here. And then I have to create the ribbing for the neckline. So this one actually goes for one of the sleeves. It has a stretch to it, so this is enough. And then I'll create another one. So this will go here, there, and then the next time I show you a video, it will be the finished product. Hello everybody. So I'm sharing with you a project I've been working on since last week. I finished it last night. And here it is. Ta-da-da! This is the vest that I created. After I finished this last night, I realized I really don't have a waistline. So what did the trick is I created a belt. So it kind of created that shape that I needed for this short. It's like a crop top, but it isn't. This is how it looks. Ta-da! And then with my pants and my shoes, my Skechers shoes. So what do you think? I'm happy with it. Bye-bye. God bless.